And the R-Truth hijinks continue because last night on Monday Night Raw, he was just following them around. He was supposed to tag with The Miz, but he was hanging out with the rest of the Judgment Day, selling bootleg merchandise, giving them a cut. Everyone, of course, except JD. I don't know if it's just to be funny, or if it's or if WWE is actually trying to make us feel bad for JD McDonough. It's not working so far because it's just hilarious whenever R-Truth just doesn't give a damn about JD McDonough. I'm sorry, but that's just how the characters work right now. That's the story that's playing out. But on to the topic of this video. It seems that we might get, if it's not official yet or not, an Awesome Truth reuniting. Miz, R-Truth, they were a tag team, a pretty successful, pretty good tag team, heel tag team back in late 2011. They managed to get people talking. It was entertaining at that point. They served their purpose back then. And now they're back to tagging with each other. And the only reason we don't have Awesome Truth officially in WWE right now is because R-Truth insists that he is a part of the Judgment Day. So that's really the only reason why Awesome Truth can't really be considered an actual tag team at this moment in time. But I am noticing this. The rest of the Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio, Finn Balor, Senior Money in the Bank, Damian Priest, they're warming up to Mr. Ron Killings, R-Truth. They're warming up to everything he's got going on, and obviously he makes them break character, on screen. That's inevitable. I mean, it's very, very hard for you to be interacting with R-Truth and keep a straight face. It really is. I mean, Brock Lesnar wasn't able to do that. What makes you think anybody else is going to be able to do that? So, what I am trying to get to is WrestleMania 40 is quite around the corner. It's not that far away. And even though you got great tag teams like the Creed Brothers, like DIY, the Authors of Pain who are back, the Street Profits on SmackDown. You got fantastic tag teams currently on both brands to be able to put up enough of an effort, enough of a threat to the Judgment Day's current tag team title reign. But we're talking about WrestleMania. We're talking about the biggest show of the year, where you got to tell the best stories. And I think, and this is just hearing the crowd reaction every time R-Truth is out there, the small percentage of the IWC who actually are vocal, extremely vocal about R-Truth's comedic timing, comedic skills. They love him. What's not to love? We saw the video last week. We saw his interactions this week. Come on. I think WWE might actually try to tell a story, or tell the story of Awesome Truth reuniting and eventually the Judgment Day turning on R-Truth leading into WrestleMania. Again, it's going to be heartbreaking. It's going to be disappointing, yes, because again, it's just gold, comedy gold. It's pure entertainment whenever they're on Monday Night Raw, on social media. Anytime R-Truth is interacting with the Judgment Day, it's just fantastic. So, I'm not trying to get rid of that. But we go back to 2 years ago when we had Sami Zayn versus Johnny Knoxville. They were telling that story, and it turned out to be a pretty entertaining match at WrestleMania. And then we go to last year when you had the tag team title match main event night 1 because of how strong that story was. And I'm not saying Awesome Truth versus the Judgment Day at WrestleMania is going to main event one of the nights. Of course not. There are tons of other matches that are going to do that. All I'm saying is the story that WWE is trying to tell or can tell leading into WrestleMania involving R-Truth and the Judgment Day can lead to that actually being the tag team title match at the show of shows, the grandest stage of them all, over other tag teams who are a much bigger threat, who are more wrestling-based, technical-based, that can actually, to put it in layman's terms, AEW would basically have DIY, Street Profits, or somebody else, some of the other legitimate tag teams, and not so much a comedic tag team like Awesome Truth, go after the tag team title belts. But this is sports entertainment. This is WrestleMania we're talking about. So all I'm saying is, the next few weeks, the next few months, I wouldn't be surprised if Judgment Day, R-Truth, The Miz, Awesome Truth, they start building this story and maybe switch those tag titles, get that big pop at WrestleMania where R-Truth finally gets some gold. Because, to be honest, that man needs gold around his waist once again, because the 24/7 championship is not around anymore. So with that said, what are your thoughts on the current R-Truth Judgment Day situation? Awesome Truth reuniting. That's not completely official because of R-Truth's hijinks, but are you expecting them to challenge the Judgment Day for the tag team titles at WrestleMania? Maybe you'd want one of the other tag teams, like I said, fantastic other legitimate tag teams on both Raw and SmackDown that could put up a threat to Judgment Day at the show of shows. Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. So with that said, tune in later on tonight to the USA Network for another episode of NXT. I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.